You got back to 1.
I did.
And you went and talked to the registrar.
I did. Cool. So I walk into the office and I was like, hello, can I please talk to the registrar? Is there someone, like,
You
is there more than one
can.
person?
Clearly you
Is
can.
it you?
Yes. So what did she say?
Hello. I'm interested in this sort of school management administration stuff. The whole system you have to organize the student records. I'm the student council auditor, and I was really interested in some maybe like real life practical how these money and records work, the financial and just like see real life application. I realized I could have like gone to the library.
What's your name?
Theraline.
You're the girl that the elder hospitaler asked me to search concerning your financial payments.
Yes, that is very convenient. I was going to ask about a similar thing because I know that it changed.
I can tell when people are blowing smoke.
I'm sorry you get that impression.
I'm sure you are. But rather than blowing smoke, why don't you tell me why you're here? What do you want?
I'd really like to look at my student records and see my guardianship records and my financial records.
Fine. Come here. If the elder hospitaler was willing to do this for you, she evidently has judged it worthy of my time. Takes you back, pulls out a file, closes it, locks it, puts you at a table. Everything else in this room is locked, and opens up your file and goes and lets you peruse.
Is it like only current updated information, or are there the old versions of the files from the previous year?
It is up to date.
So all the things. Yeah, but still to answer my question. Does it have all of the things, or is it new updated information? A lot of stuff has changed recently.
Yes. You can see who's paying for you.
That's great.
You can see who... there are names you don't recognize as being your patron.
What are the names I don't recognize?
The names that you don't recognize...
But I can read them.
You
I
can
can
read them.
see them. What
Yeah.
are they?
I will have to write them
If you
out
don't
for
know,
you.
if you
I
don't
don't
know,
know at the
okay.
moment, but
Okay.
I will get them for you. They're not really that relevant because they are not real people in the grand scheme of things.
Okay.
But they are from the area from which you came. But it is not your parents. It is not your family.
And that is consistent between like...
Basically, it was determined that you had met scholarship requirements for this particular family, and they had provided money for you, which ostensibly came from a bank in East Side to here, and then that money was given to the university to cover your tuition, food, housing, and basically school supplies. You were living in the school dorms.
Yes, last year.
Right. This year, there's nothing about your housing in this folder.
Okay, okay, good. Sorry, I'm...
Yes.
Has the guardianship and emergency contacts and stuff changed on the newest versions of these?
The guardianship now lists you, and also mentions the elder hospitaler as being not your guardian, but being the...
an emergency contact.
Yes.
Okay. But the whole, the money is coming from a bank, an account in the East Side.
That is,
I've
the
been-
account number is 437-4322.
So you've talked to the elder hospitaler about this
Yes.
bit. Are you aware that this account doesn't exist? Have you heard that? Maybe from anyone?
He's like, this is the information that I have.
Mm-hmm.
If the bank, I know that the bank issued the money to us where our accounts are satisfied. I also know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the bank in Wand is not a charitable institution. It doesn't do things, it doesn't give money away. And I can praise his accounting if I cannot praise his charity. That being the case, that money came from someplace. It didn't come out of Wand's bank. And if he says it came from Eastside, I'm confident it did.
Yes. This is just the information I got from the elder hospitaler. She said it came from an account that didn't exist in that bank, which does exist.
Right. What's confusing about that?
The account doesn't exist.
Children. Okay, there is the good world, and then there is the real world. In the good world, banks have perfect books and have no errors. In the real world, banks have perfect books that have no errors, but they have two sets of them. There's the ones that they show regulators, and then there's the ones that they keep track of the money in that they don't want the regulators to see.
So you're saying they have fake books?
They're real.
Lying books?
Oh, yes.
And you're not at least a little bit concerned that this organization that deals with money that is less than 2 degrees away from you, you don't think their fraud is ever going to catch up with your accounting?
That's why I check my own accounting and make sure it balances. That's why I make sure that our funds are correct. That's what I'm responsible for. I am not the magistrate for the world.
No, I know that.
I just also have a very, very strong belief in a very, very unpopular concept.
That people lie?
That people are sinners.
That's...
I know it's shocking, just calling me a crotchety old man. I just happen to think that there are a lot of really messed up and evil people in the world, and there's not a thing I can do to stop it.
I agree with part of that. I don't think you have to do anything to stop it if you don't want to. That is totally fine. I don't suppose I can take this paperwork. Can I get a copy of this paperwork? And is there anything else you can help me with so I never have to come back here and bother you again?
He goes
Now you're
and,
speaking his love language.
yes, he copies the paper, your documents that are yours, he copies and gives you the copy, folds it up, unlocks, open, puts it back, locks it.
You act like I want to steal files. I have no desire to steal files from you.
From
One
you.
thing,
Qualifier.
Again, she did not say that. I said that.
I just want you to understand that I believe that you do not want to steal these files from me or from anybody else. And I also believe that if you did want to steal these files from me or anybody else, you would say the exact same thing. So I just want you to know that, that if you do have that idea, you're going to have a killer time trying to pull it off. Now, I have given you everything I can give you. Now, what I want to do is take my time and go use it for other people. So, you may go. Have a nice day.